What is going on, everybody? I am the bun with the gun, and today I got something kind of interesting to bring to you. Now, full disclosure before this all goes forward, I love Beretta handguns. I am quite partial to Beretta. Uh, so far, they are my favorite handgun company, or just firearm company in general. I'm really familiar with their guns. They appear in lots of video games, and the Resident Evil games mostly being the one that I know them from. So I'm kind of biased here, but anyway, getting into the video. What I have in front of me here is something that is actually kind of special. I'm not entirely sure about the backstory behind this gun. I came across it one day at a local pawn shop of mine, and I had never seen it. I was handling it, and I decided to buy it because I don't know if I will ever see another one of these guns. And kind of brought making this video to bring it to you and kind of show you the gun and kind of give a little bit of what my research has told me, which is not much. And also to see if anybody out there has ever seen this gun and can actually tell me anything about it, because I really can't find a whole lot about it. So, I'm pretty sure you can probably guess what it is. It is a Beretta 92 type pistol. It is 9mm, but what's kind of interesting about this gun is it is a Type M pistol, which, from my understanding, Type M pistols are single stacks. So, if I were to drop the magazine here, you can see this is a single stack 9mm M9 pistol. And I do have snap caps in here just to kind of demonstrate how, loading the gun. But it is a 8+1, and because of the it being single stack, the grip is actually quite thin compared to other Beretta pistols. Well, obviously. And because of that, it actually fits really, really nicely in my hand. And I'm pretty sure you can guess I don't have very large hands. But especially with the magazine in and the small pinky extension, it's actually the perfect size for me. Now, going kind of a little bit more into it, I was at my local pawn shop, and I kind of saw this in the gun counter and thought it was just a regular M9. And when I went to handle it, when I noticed it was not a standard M9. Now, all of the information I have been able to find online is, I don't know how trustworthy I can say it is, but what I've been able to at least see in different forums is that this gun is kind of rare. These are actually kind of rare from what if what I've found is to be believed. And what's interesting about it too is it seems to have only been produced in the 80s for a very short period of time. But that's based off of what I read in the forums, because I really can't find any information on this gun. But like I said, if anybody has any information on this gun, feel free to drop it down below in the comments, because I would really like to learn something more about this gun. But of course, being a Beretta, I had to pick it up. Now, I paid about $550 for this gun. I don't know if that's really a good price or not. It was simply the price that they had it listed at. They weren't able to do any better than that price, so I figured I'd pick it up, because it is kind of hard to pass up something that you've never seen before. So hopefully somebody knows a little something about this gun and can tell us about it. Otherwise, just kind of giving a first impressions of the gun. And like I said, ergonomically, I actually really like this gun. It fits my hand really well. Being single stack, that thinner grip makes the gun feel so much better in my hand. If I remember correctly, this gun has a compact size barrel, which I believe is about 4 inches or 4.5 inches. Not entirely sure. I want to say about 4.5 inches. And of course a compact size grip. So it's a lot shorter of a grip than a standard M9. So it will be a little easier to conceal if I were ever to conceal this gun. Mechanically, it will function just like any other Beretta. It has the standard safety, slide mounted safety decocker. So of course, flip it to safe, trigger is disabled, doesn't do anything. Flip it up and you have a double action, which is a long double action, you know, kind of what the Beretta pistols are known for. But after cycling that first round, you load the next round into the chamber and it goes into single action, which the single action is very nice, which I don't think you really can have many complaints about a Beretta single action. And if you do, they're typically pretty minor from my understanding. I really like the single action. The double action I still need to get used to, but that's just a training issue. Otherwise, everything else is in the same spot. You can see your slide stop here, your takedown lever here. You have your serrations in the same spot that you have on any others. And of course the open slide design that Beretta is kind of known for. And of course your magazine release is in the same spot that we expect it to be in the American style or more modern style Berettas. So we'll hit that, drop the magazine, and again, 8-round magazine. I cannot find these magazines anywhere. I think I found one eBay listing a while back. They had them listed for $80. So the next challenge is going to be finding magazines for this gun, because I really don't want to have just the one magazine. So I'll put that off to the side. And then actually I will clear that. And otherwise, as far as, you know, maintenance and everything, it's exactly the same as any other Beretta you've probably messed with. You have the little button here that you push. You push that in, you flip this lever down, and the slide comes off. And from this point you can see it is pretty much a Beretta, what we expect. Now, the interesting thing is this slide is actually seems to be about the same size as a standard M9 slide. I'm not entirely sure if an M9 slide will fit on this frame. I haven't actually tried that out yet. Maybe I'll give that a shot later on just to kind of see if it will fit. But otherwise, everything else is kind of the same. You know, I'm not really going to pull anything out because I don't really want to get my hands greasy right now. But you can see you have your recoil spring, you have the guide rod, and you have the barrel in there. It's the same locking mechanism that all Berettas use. And then, of course, to put it back together, you line it back up with the slide, pull it all the way back. I like to engage the safety just to make it easier. Then flip the takedown lever up, and then your gun is back together. Safety, or not safety check, but, you know, function check it, make sure everything works as expected. But otherwise, it is a really nice handgun. I'm really liking the quality of this gun, you know, just on first impressions. I haven't actually taken this gun out to the range yet. I actually bought this gun, or I should say I picked it up yesterday. So I picked it up yesterday afternoon. I haven't had a chance to get out to the range yet. So what I'm going to try and do soon, maybe in the next video, I will try to make a range video on this gun and actually get some footage of the gun in action. But in the meantime, that's really all the information I have on the gun. Hopefully I can find some more information on this gun doing a little bit more research. Otherwise, if anybody out there has any experience with a Beretta Type M pistol, or just has a source where they can go to get some information on this pistol, you know, go ahead and drop it in the comments. You know, I'd love to learn more about this gun. I'm sure others would love to learn about this gun. It doesn't seem to be a gun that you'll really find out in the wild very often. And it is a really nice gun, you know. Really nice, really nicely sized for concealed carry, if that is something that I'll consider with this. Maybe in a shoulder holster or something. But otherwise, that is my first impressions on the gun. You know, really nice build quality as I expect from Beretta. Really nice ergonomics with it being a lot thinner, fitting my hand a lot better. And then, of course, just, you know, standard Beretta things, the slide mounted safety, trigger pull, you know, just standard Beretta stuff. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this kind of first look video. Hopefully I'll be able to get out to the range soon. Maybe I'll have another video out here, maybe some shooting footage of this. But otherwise, until then, thank you guys for checking out the video, and I will see you in the next one.